MVP, did you miss playing with that guy?
Boy, did I. You know, he really set the tone tonight. I can't speak for everybody else. I just didn't know what his rhythm was going to be like after being out a month. You know, I think that's the biggest thing. When you have your legs, you have your energy, you're excited. And he came out like he's been playing with us down this whole stretch. And, you know, he's going to score the ball. And his passing, man, he's creating, finding guys, making the game look easy. And, you know, like really kind of sparked us, and especially in that first half. And, you know, always under control. And, you know, it's great to have him out there.
Jason.
Are you surprised it looked as natural with him as it did without, considering you didn't have a ton of time with him, with Darius?
That it was natural for him or natural, like, together?
Yeah,
No,
I told him that, like, a lot of times, two ball handlers get together, it turns into my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. It didn't look like that happened.
It didn't. We ran into that, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't, I don't know how to say it. It wasn't intentional. We ran into that a little bit. The ball got stagnant in the second quarter. And, you know, that's just from unfamiliarity. That's going to happen, you know. But the biggest thing is how you respond. Like the way we started the game, we're making extra passes, diamond people, finding stuff. And then figuring out, now we got our rotations. Now we're figuring out who's doing what. That's the natural progression. There's going to be times where it doesn't look smooth and clean. But, you know, as far as us being, you know, it feeling and flowing, you know, when you have, like I said this morning, you know, both of us are trying to find ways to make each other better. And when you start camp off with Coach having to sit both of us down and say, stop passing the ball to each other, shoot the ball, I think that's a good start. And, you know, we both want to see each other succeed, and, you know, that we understand what responsibilities we have with this group. It's not just us. You know, we got to get Ev, J.A., Vert, Love, all these guys. We got to be the leaders of this group, and, you know, on both ends of the floor, and, you know, just find ways to continue to compete and be the best two players we can be for this team.
Marlon Ridenour, Akron Beacon-Journal. Darius just said you told him to take the first 6 shots. Did you really say that?
I said it like 8 times. I said, man, like, come out and just go. And he was like, no, I'm going to pass. I'm like, I ain't going to say what I said, but, like, no. Like, no. Like, and, you know, that goes back to what I said. Like, you know, teams are going to have to start to figure out how to game plan for that. And then you haven't even gotten to the rest of our lineup with Vert, J.A., Ev, you know, Love. Like, you know, so for him to come out aggressive, like, be you. You know, and like I said, I'm going to find a way throughout the game, and, you know, we missed some shots, but find a way throughout the game to just find where I can attack, you know, and trying to find ways where I can make it easier on him and vice versa. And you saw that in the second half a little bit, you know, starting to figure things out. And, you know, it's not always going to be perfect, but understanding that when you want to see each other continuously, you know, make plays for the group, you have certain segments where you can put certain players in different situations. You know, it makes the game a hell of a lot easier. And this 44 didn't feel like the first few 44 minutes, but, you know, it's still 44 minutes. And, you know, when you have guys like Darius and everybody, man, just you want to compete and you want to fight. And these are two big wins against a really good team. And, you know, it says a lot, but like I've been saying all season, it's early, you know, but these are 2 really good wins for us.
And you might not be cognizant of when you're on the court with him, but his touch with J.A. especially, I mean, are you almost like –
I literally have film of him and J.A. and Ev, like, passes to try and work and try and figure out how to do it like he does. You know, they have such a connection, and that comes with just playing with each other, but it also comes with DG's innate ability just to get downhill and create. You know, and I literally have it on my laptop. You know, I told some of my guys that I know before I came here, after I got traded, just to find ways that he got those guys the basketball. And I told both of them that it's going to take me some time. I've never really played with bigs that are as dynamic and as talented on the offensive end as they are. So being able to continuously make it easier for them. You know, I'm going to do my thing, Darius going to do his thing, but those 2 guys, when they get it going, man, you look at Ev getting the ball in the paint, getting those hooks, J.A. sealing guys, slipping on the pin down. You know, there's so many different options you can play out of. So I'm getting better at it, but it's great to have somebody like DG continuously making those plays so I can continue to work on it and get better at it.
Co-stars of The Athletic, JB said that Darius was really excited this morning at shoot-around. What did you just see from him?
Kid.
Yeah. What was he like, and just kind of knowing that he was coming back tonight?
You know, just I don't know how to say it. Like, you could tell he was excited. You know, like, you know, just running around the gym. You know, kind of just happy. Like a little bit of a different step to him. And when you're out for that long, and I've been there, when you're out for that long, it can kind of take a tear on you. But he continuously was the best teammate. You know, when he's out. You know, for us and for the guys. And, you know, when a night like tonight comes, you know, it's really his first game of the season all over again. And you saw the energy, you saw that. I told him he's probably not going to be able to sleep for the next 7-8 hours. He probably won't sleep at all, but that's what you get, man. He's it's great to have him, and when you see him this morning, you just look like a kid in a candy store, just happy as hell. And he's not a morning person, so that was impressive to see.
And kind of going off of that list, this really is kind of the first full regular season game you, Darius, and Karis played next to one another.
Mm-hmm.
What are you liking about just the way that you three are playing off one another and kind of what that is, the flow that's creating on the offensive end?
Just competing, on both ends of the floor. Offense will take care of itself. All of us can get to where we want to get to. That's not the problem. We can make catch and shoot shots. We can get to the rim. We can find guys. But I think defensively we really did a good job, in different scenarios. We got beat, backdoor cuts, certain things that we can all fix up and clean. It's not going to be perfect, but we compete. We have those two towers back there who continuously. Sorry, what was the name? Tower City. That's what the name is for the two Tower City. I got it wrong apparently. But those, like when you have those two back there, it makes our lives easier out there on the perimeter, and we got things we can clean up. But as far as offensively, it's seamless. And Karis, I didn't know Karis could defend like this. I just didn't know that. I knew he was offensive. He could a weapon offensively, but he's proven that. He had a phenomenal camp. He's healthy. He looks good, and you're seeing that tonight. And whether it's 40 or it's nights like tonight where he's guarding 8 rebounds, like 1 turnover. I think we only had 2 between the 3 of us. I think that's huge. But he's always continuously making an impact on the floor.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Donovan. Obviously, this was the starting 5 that JD wanted to start the year, and you guys haven't had a real look at it until tonight because of what happened to Darius in the opener against Toronto. What do you like about the starting 5 that also closed the game?
It's going to sound crazy. What was the lineup to close the game? I was in a different place. I'm not going to lie to you. It was me, Vert, Darius. It was the starting 5?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, I thought it was a different lineup the way you said it. But no, I think the biggest thing is, like I said, it gives us offensive versatility, but also on the defensive end. When, like I said, I didn't know Karis could guard like this, and that's a credit to him, because that was the big thing. Who's going to guard? Who's going to be able to play that 3 spot? That was the talk of camp, and he stepped in that role and understood that it's whatever the team needs. For me and Darius, we pretty much just do what we've been doing. With a few adjustments, and so do the bigs. So when we were able to close that lineup and be able to guard, as a group, I think that was the biggest thing you saw in the 4th and even overtime, just being able to guard. Offense is going to be whatever. I hit shots in the 4th, and we all made some plays down the stretch in OT, but we guarded. We guarded their actions. We made it tough on them. Even when there was mistakes, we had the bigs back there to clean it up. Like that synergy we have with that group, especially on the defensive end. Like I said, offensively it's going to be what it is, but defensively we really, we have something there, and it's early. We're going to continue to find ways to get better, and there's going to be bumps in the road, but it looks good and it feels good, and we got to continue to find ways to protect that and keep that, because it's a long season, and we understand that we're trying to continuously build on what we've been doing.
Danny Cunningham, ESPN Cleveland. Did these 2 overtime wins, one at their place, one here, feel like anything more than just another regular season game?
Yeah, definitely feel like a playoff atmosphere. You look at what it took for us to come back there. We could have folded as a group, and we didn't. We showed resiliency, and I told you after that game, it's early. And then you look at tonight, we could have folded a few times. Even the dunk at the end and then getting my shot blocked and sending it to overtime, that can be deflating. And we came out and responded right out of OT. They started the 4th quarter really well. Like, there were so many moments where, we could have easily just went left and not really trusted each other or played the right way, but we continuously do what we did, do what we do. That's the biggest thing. Do what you do and be really good at it and hold each other accountable with that. And, those are 2 big wins, and, against a team that made it to the finals. And I said that before Boston that, we're trying to continue to get to where they were or are and beyond. And, to see our effort as a team this early, it's truly impressive. And, for us, we just got to continue to build on it.
You said it could have gone left a number of different times in either of the 2 games. What does it say about this team that through 7 games, you guys have that resilience?
It says a lot about the character of the group. For a team that's unproven as a group, going against a team that's been proven for years now as a group, that says a lot about just our mental fortitude. It says a lot about our coaching staff as well, with JB at the head of that. You know, it says a lot about just coming into timeouts. JB comes in smiling like, let's go win it. Like, you know, when you have that, it's just a calming presence with the group, and especially for a team that's younger, on the younger side, to have that calming presence, you know, in the huddles, you know, after a few turnovers, after the ball gets stagnant at halftime, you know, not really kind of blaming and pointing fingers. It's more like, all right, cool, how do we do this? All right, I could have been better here. Don, you got to be better there. Ev can be better here. We can do this. We did a great job here. Having those conversations in the flow of the game and right in the game, you know, it makes it easier.